I am definitely muted. Hello. Welcome. Hey, guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. There's no way to start it. I've already messed it up. Bless up to everybody. And, yeah, smash the likes, hit the subscribe button. We're here for the Shameless Star of the South. This is our show, mine and Lewis's show, where we say whatever we think. We move crazy. Yeah, man. I want to know why you've put this, bro. You know, we're starting it off with that, like, really. But yeah,
perfect way to start it off.
Bless up to everybody. We're here for the show. Obviously, I'm here with my co-host Lewis. How are you, brother?
Yes. Listen, I am angry. I am pissed off, and I am disappointed in this team. However, I am happy that we're doing this show today. There's no better way to vent our frustrations than in the Shameless show. So how are you? That's what I wanted.
I was doing good, and then, now I'm getting like, I know why he's saying this because of what I said earlier. Bro, it's not my fault your team's shit, bro, right?
Yo, the craziest part is that I just decided to join his live stream, and when I joined, they got scored on. And I was about to say, big up, bro, and I just saw your comment immediately, and I was like, that's mad. And then when I wrote that's mad, Michael was like, F you, Liam, F you, Lewis. I was like, I just got here. What do you mean me? It's just you gotta be kidding me. But no, nonetheless, big up Michael. Big up everyone in the chat.
100%. To be fair, like, this is gonna sound like I didn't know, but generally I didn't know. I just clicked on his thing, and he obviously has under him, he has the little score thing. And I seen that it said 1-1, so I just put the comment in. I didn't even know. I don't have notifications for Ajax or anything like. But yeah, man. What should we talk about first? Because I would love to sit here and be shameless about Chelsea and all of that, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. The latest on the JACKSON saga is that he's staying in Germany overnight.
Okay, so that's the latest that we've gotten.
Yeah, they are not flying. His agent has publicly said they are not flying back tonight.
Okay. All right. I do want to say, the American Nightmare, but it's not that WWE fraudulent stuff. But anyways, regardless, yeah, I mean, if that's the latest that we have, that's weird though that you say that, because his agent said tonight. Does that mean that he's gonna have to go back to London regardless then? Or he's just doing like a coup d'etat and it's just like, I'm not going back to Chelsea until you guys like forcefully.
So what's being said from Sky Sports is hella shit, bro, and I'm not even gonna read all that.
but they're gonna be prem biased. That's not
of course. So it's put here, Nicholas Jackson and his entourage will spend the night in Germany. They have no intention of flying back to the UK as they push the deal to go on. Jackson is determined to complete his transfer to Bayern Munich.
Okay. I mean, listen.
Big up Beats.
Oh yeah, big up Beats. I mean, I don't know, because like initially I didn't. I think we spoke about it. I really didn't want him. He wasn't really my first choice, but considering like how incompetent our board has been this summer, we could only be dealt with the cards in our hands, and it's just like, all right, like if he's the only thing we're going to be able to get with between the short time that we have now, I'm just going to have to suck it up and let's see where it goes from there. We spoke about it before in one of your live streams, like while I was in the chat. The only one of the few saving graces is that Jackson could play multiple positions. He's
Yes.
not inherently tied to one.
Yeah.
So if it just means that we need to plug and play him in any of these positions that he's played before, then that's not a bad thing to really have for the team, especially considering that we're like a skeleton crew still. It's like so it's like that part I'm not really like upset about, but also I know this may sound weird. If the plan falls through, I also wouldn't be mad, to be honest with
Yeah, I feel like, one thing that needs to definitely be said with this whole thing is, like, they're just so scummy, man. Like, obviously, I understand from their point of view, a player gets injured, they need a striker. They don't want to go to the Premier League season. And they weren't expecting it. But, like, at the same time, like, we've been trying to get this deal done for ages,
Yeah.
I generally thought we would have bought him I generally think we would have bought him if not for us only being able to get loans.
Right. And I feel like that's also my other argument about it is like, am I mad at Chelsea about it? No. However, Chelsea should have thought of things like this so they could avoid looking like assholes doing something like, oh, we're going to pull him back, even though he just landed in Germany.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, they only want him now because there are other players that are injured. Otherwise, he would not
exactly.
in the first place. He wasn't in their requirements. He wasn't in their plans. You don't let go otherwise. So
right. But yeah, that's one thing that I would argue about with Chelsea. It's like, dude, if you know that you have somebody like Leon Delap, who, if I'm not mistaken, he's injury prone because I really haven't seen him play consistently for Chelsea. And it's like, if you know he's injury prone, then why would you even entertain Bayern and loaning out Jackson? That doesn't make any sense. At least for me, it doesn't. But like, I can't. Seriously, they only have like 80 other dudes in their squad. I mean, yeah, that's also true.
That's true.
But like I said, I can't really talk that much smack considering that our team and our board is also as incompetent as them. So it seems to be like a running circus when it comes to like these clubs as of late.
Yeah, no, I'm obsessed.
Didn't we offer 60? Yeah, but answer the thing about Guatemala and Stuttgart. 10 times out of the 10, they were gonna sell to somebody other than us because they're just assholes.
Yep.
I respect it. Like at the end of the day, I respect it. Like you were gonna make our lives living hell when it came to Guatemala. But I bet you money that if we dropped 85 mil and Newcastle dropped 85 mil, they would have gone with Newcastle. That's just my opinion on it. Granted, I think 85 mil for Guatemala is that's an insane price in my opinion. But listen, Stuttgart, it's all about business, bro. They really got the best out of the deal, more than anybody, more than Newcastle, more than Bayern, even more than the player himself. They got 85 mil for him.
Yeah,
you can't even really be mad about that. Yeah, but like the whole Jackson thing, I don't know. Like I wouldn't be mad if he doesn't come in, but it's kind of scummy the way Chelsea have handled, especially with one of the. I think if I heard correctly, one of the live streams was like, oh, the paperwork that they're signed is actually not like legal or stuff, which doesn't surprise me coming from Chelsea, to be honest with you. But it's just still scummy to deal with.
Yeah, because look at what they did with half their players going to freaking Saudi. That's not a coincidence. I'm not listening to anyone telling me it's a coincidence. That fully. They have Todd Boey has ties with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Why their goalkeeper, their centre back, and so on the shit players went to Saudi for big money.
That's what one thing a lot of people fail to understand. A lot of these owners, they know each other. they know each other very well. They're not enemies the way that many football fans would make them out to be. It's quite the opposite. Yeah, the downfall is we have like 24 hours to sign a backup striker and a winger. And so my argument to that is this should have been handled before the 24 hours. Bayern should have handled this.
Yeah, I personally think we still get him because yes, Chelsea have the full thing where they can say, you know what, Bayern, shove this up your ass. He's our player, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
But at the same time, this is what I was saying earlier to Gio. If that's the case, why has he not gone back? Bro, this isn't, he's not in Saudi Arabia. He's not in freaking Africa. You know, this is a 2-hour flight. It's not that much.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like you could go back.
So, like, that's personally how I see it. So I do think the deal gets finalized, if I'm being honest. I think Max Earl really wants Sancho. The only problem is we can't get him at this minute because obviously we're only getting loan moves, and United want to sell him because he only has less than a year on his contract. So if we were to loan him for a year, obviously that would mean we would get him for free, and they're not going to lose a player on a free, of course, when they spent like 70 million on him. But I don't know why we don't do a short loan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point.
But because I know fully that he's not going to sign a new deal. Jadon Sancho will not sign another deal with Man United.
Yeah, I think his relationship with United it's destroyed. There's no.
Yeah, fully. What's this? You can't blame Chelsea for calling Jackson when we have one striker left. Bayern would legit do the same in the same position. Only way you get Jackson now is for a permanent deal. I totally disagree. I think
I don't. Yeah, I don't really blame Jackson for recalling I don't blame Chelsea for recalling Jackson back. I do blame Chelsea a little bit for not considering that before they even entertained us for being interested in getting Jackson on the loan. Especially if the lad was injury prone, it should have been something to be considered. Oh god.
Like fully, bro. Like Neto can play there. Like that's not our fault, bro. At the end of the day, you didn't want him. You didn't need him, evidently. Because if you needed him, then you would have allowed the deal to happen. So, in my opinion, no worries. Like in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that can happen. Yeah, bro, Neto can definitely play striker, centre forward to complete. Yeah, but that's not our problem, bro. Like that's not our problem. You know, that's on you guys for because you would have only gone in. So if that's the case, and that deal would have been done, and it would have been a permanent signing, you still wouldn't have gotten a striker because you weren't planning on getting another striker. So if that's the case, then that's how I personally see that. You see this Jackson situation. Every player is looking at Chelsea. Very sketchy now. This is why players go on strike or want to leave clubs fully, bro. And if they do call him back, I hope he goes on strike so they still don't have a striker. I really do, because you just don't. I don't think that's the right way to do it, in my opinion. There were rumbles that we could have gone in for another striker, like Sesko if Jackson was sold. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, what happened to him, bro? Like, what happened to Pet? Have João Pedro then? Like, you've got they have Pedro Neto, Garnacho, Gittins. You've got so many players, man. Like, so. Yeah, I think it's shady as fuck, to be honest with you. I hope he pushes through. I hope we get the deal done. But nothing can really be said at this minute in time, to be honest. So yeah, it's peak. It's peak. But yeah, the way I see it, I think this deal should be done. I think we should go in for Jadon Sancho. Hopefully we can get that deal done. I don't know if we can, just because of the way that the contract situation and everything, and we're not signing them. But surely if there was an obligation to buy, then we could get him. It's just I don't know if we would go in with an obligation, if that makes any sense. That's the only thing I would say. But yeah, other than that, let's see what happens, because from what's being said, he has no thoughts or whatever of even going back. So let's see, because I think he's a Bayern player, in my opinion. Obviously he's not a Bayern player, he's a Chelsea player, but I think we get him, in my opinion. We didn't really leave it to the last second, though. I wouldn't even say it. You said, why did we leave it to the last second? I wouldn't say we did. In my opinion, I don't think we did. Freezing a player out, but not wanting him to leave is insane. There should be something where a player can terminate a contract under these circumstances. The guy's not even in the country anymore. Yeah, he's in Germany. So I don't even know if he's doing his medical tonight either now. I think they're waiting on the medical as well. But if he's not good enough for you to start, then you don't need him, if that's the case. That's how I see that, personally. Yeah, that's how I see it.
All right, hello?
Yo.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
No, it's plus. Legally, there's no option for Jackson, I think. Well, yeah, but he could just go back without playing. He'd just go back and go.
I think legally he doesn't really have any options left.
I know. It was put out there that Bayern says the club has contacted UEFA and FIFA. Things are heating up.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, they have no intention of playing for them again. Openda, on the other hand, I don't really know what I think of Openda, to be honest. What do you think of Openda?
I think he's okay, but I just have no trust in the board, because they were given enough time to fix all of this, and they just messed it up. They really didn't do it properly. You know, all those times that we were in the Club World Cup, and then they said that they weren't going to do anything till after. That was a very big mistake, considering how slow they move.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think Lewis Openda's good, but I just don't think he's good enough, because, you know, what we were planning on doing, obviously, with Jackson was to have him as a player that can be versatile. And if you're going to have a player that's going to be versatile, then, you know, it says here, Liam go stressing himself out over the Fabrizio haven't even confirmed. Bro, just piss off. No, hold up. I'm turning you out because you're just talking out your ass as per usual. Big up AK. Big up to you, bro. It would be reckless not to recall Nico. Yeah, but at the same time, like, you're right. I'm not going to disagree. But at the same time, the way I see it is, you know what I mean? The player doesn't want to play for you. If not, he would fly back. It's not, bro. What was the when was the time that they tweeted out? It was before our game, wasn't it? It was before our game that it come out saying that news. So that was before. What time was our game? Our game was like 5:30. So let's just say it was at 5:30 on the dot, which it obviously wasn't. It was before that. If that's the case, then 2 hours after that is if I can do maths, 7:30, 8 o'clock. He could have easily gone back, you know, with another private jet. Let's just say that, you know, he would have made it back by 10. You know what I mean? He would have made it back half an hour ago, even if they had to fucking get a whole new jet, fill it up with fuel, all that shit. It's not a long flight. It's only a 2-hour flight, probably even quicker.
All right, I'm back.
So, bless up. So, like, there's a reason that he stayed in Germany. And I think they're going to push through the deal. If not, I think he goes on strike. I really do.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I do want to preference by saying like I don't really blame Chelsea at all. What they did makes sense, especially considering that nobody was really expecting the lad to get injured. I mean, maybe some people considering that he's injury prone, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What was I say? Don't forget Chelsea recalled Chalobah last season off of a loan. They have had but that wasn't like this though, was it? That was a bit different though. Was it like just before he was about to sign? No, to be honest, Valja, I've never seen anything like that ever. Like never, ever, ever have I seen anything like that. It was a bit messed up. What Chelsea has done is nothing short of embarrassing. Yeah, 100%. Agree. Big up Godfrey. Yeah. This is beyond anything that's happened, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Jackson was. Wait, he was at the training ground.
Wait, I mean that's not. It's not. I was about to say, what would you compare it similar to like De Gea when he was trying to go to Madrid with the fax machine? But I forgot. It's nothing really.
Kind of, but obviously he wasn't in Spain.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I think he was still in Manchester, ready for his flight.
Right.
But yeah,
I can't really think of another like situation that was similar.
Nah, Leo, I fully understand that Chalobah one. Then, if it was midway through January, through the season when they got injuries, that's fair enough. But to be honest, this just shows fully how shit Chelsea are for looking at players. Then, because why go and get Delap if he's injury prone? Like, I don't really understand it, to be honest. This Jackson thing is a big wake-up call for a lot of players and agents. Chelsea never had Jackson's best interests. Facts. Apparently, Jackson is refusing to go back to London, but what's the latest? That is basically the latest, bro, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, to be honest, I don't think any club would ever have anything for the best interest of a player. I think the clubs only care about themselves. Granted, you could prove me wrong. I don't really know that much clubs that would rather focus on a player more than their own club.
Yeah. Let's be real. Chelsea isn't playing him after the forward. Yeah, they're not going to play him at all. From what's being said, they're planning on having him as a backup striker. Like, what if Jackson trains with Bayern? He won't. The deal would have to be done, bro. I stand with Jackson. They were happy to bin him off. Facts, bro. Facts. I agree. I don't get why they don't just loan someone like. Yeah, fully, bro. Imagine being Jackson. I was third choice at Chelsea. Now I could be Harry Kane's backup, and he knows. Yeah, but that's the thing, though, isn't it? He could have played all different fucking positions. That's the thing.
Right. And I'm assuming that was the biggest. That was actually one of the biggest things for them to get him.
So we give Bayern a backup striker to be. Yeah. Watch it, bro, because you said give. 15 million isn't given, bro. I know that you had the fucking Russian, but relax. Like, your club wouldn't even be relevant if it weren't for that Russian money. So, yeah, not to be rude and have one on ourselves and put our striker in danger. Injury, yeah, bro. Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? Can Jackson involve? I can tell you, right, as a Chelsea fan, Jackson can only play up front. Well, I've been told by people that have watched him at Villarreal there's other thing. You got to remember the leagues are totally different.
Yeah, I was also about to say the way Chelsea playing Villarreal play are two
Totally
completely
different. Our leagues are totally different. I
Yeah.
can't wait to play you, honestly. I want Olise to smoke you. And he better perform in that game because you were the guys that let him go. You got rid of him, so why does Pedro just not play for 4 weeks? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing as well. Why would, like, I understand it from your perspective and such, but like, it's not like he's out for the rest of the season. Your striker is out for fucking like 6 weeks, bro. So you're gonna have Jackson for 6 weeks and then what? Like, yeah, Cucurella, fucking sideshow Bob's getting cooked by Olise, bro. What were you gonna say?
Like it still makes sense for me at 6 weeks because I'm assuming they want a challenge for the Prem. I don't really know how their team looks like. I don't really pay attention to Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah, no, fully. But like, at the same time, you're probably right on what you said, but they're not challenging for the Prem. I'm telling you right now, they're not.
Right.
Exactly. Delapa's out for 6 weeks.
2 weeks
are during. Yeah, exactly. 2 of those weeks are during fucking international break. What? Let's peak, bro.
Yeah, but like for me, I'm not gonna be like too mad about it, considering that, like I said, this club should have really made signings before this window.
He does not have play on the wing. He's out for a month. Yeah, I think it's stupid, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I just think it's just one big weird issue.
I do hope though if he goes back. If he goes back, I hope he fucking does a massive storm in the shit, bro. To be honest, why are we, bro? Why have I just seen a tweet saying we're interested in a Chelsea centre back? Fuck off! I don't want none of your shit players.
Don't they need defenders?
Be brutally honest. Say if roles were reversed, what would you do? Well, yeah, but I'd be pissed off at my board. No, I agree. I would be taking him back fully.
Yeah, same. I would have done the same.
I'd be pissed off at my board. You know what I mean? I hope he is chaos in that dressing room, bro. Because he'll be a lot. Just because he's a footballer, bro. A lot of these footballers stay together, mate. And a lot of them, like, if he goes in there and fucks everything up in that dressing room, that'll be hilarious.
I mean, other than that, I really have nothing else to say about the whole Jackson deal.
Yeah, no, fully.
I can't really think of anything else at the moment. Hopefully, a positive resolution occurs. But I think one of my biggest arguments that I don't really like that this club has been doing this entire summer is that you see how they're so like fixated on Jackson. Something like this, they should immediately been looking at 2 other people.
Well, I think that was the whole point, in my opinion. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I think that is why you heard about fucking Openda straight away.
Right.
To be honest, I think that's why.
Oh, Professor, I would argue you could have foreseen how injury prone the lap was. Exactly, Answer. It was like we were only looking at words. We should have been looking at words, Turkey, 2 other people at the same time.
Fully. I agree fully. I think it's stupid, to be honest. But Would you be happy if we only got what's this? Openda, Lewis Openda from RB Leipzig?
I wouldn't, but right now we don't really have any other options.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Turkey. Oh, bro, Turkey would have been fucking sick, bro.
And he was cheap. Incredibly cheaper than Words, I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. And he's better than Verts. He's actually done something. All Verts has done, bro, is dropped fucking 6 ratings, bro.
Listen, bro.
And let's see what he does against Arsenal, bro. I hope so he crunches him a new one.
I respect Leverkusen, bro. They got money out of it. Can't be too mad about that.
No, I fuck Leverkusen.
There's better options than Jackson, yeah, but is our board going to find us better options? No.
There's not better options than Jackson for loan.
I keep on forgetting that we're only focusing on one. That's so stupid. It's whatever.
Like,
yeah, but can't we get him on loan, Ansar? That would be the question.
I think it's going to be an interesting, what's it? Next couple of hours or whatever. Like, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do think it's going to be an interesting next couple.
I just think it's a bit fucked up, to be honest with you. But
you
got to remember, I'm always going to be biased towards my club, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just business. I can't. It is what it is at the end of the day. Why can't the board find us?
Because you're talking about our board.
Yeah.
Like, please tell me what our board has ever done right other than Oliseh. Because you're not telling me Boey. Not a chance.
They focus on all the wrong things, in my opinion.
Like Luis Diaz, 75 million. He's not worth 75 million. I can tell you that right fucking now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think besides the Jackson thing, do you want to talk about the game today?
Say it again, sorry.
No, I said I think besides the Jackson thing, do you want to talk about the game today?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just peak, to be honest. I think the problem with the game is we should have blew them out of the water, just like the game before.
Agreed.
So, like, yeah, I generally do think it's stupid. Like, we should have, like, I'm generally saying this, and obviously it's if, buts, and maybes, of course, but we realistically should have seen Luis Diaz score 2 hat-tricks in the last 2 games.
Well, yeah, that's
like,
that's true.
So, in that sense, there's a problem. But yeah, man.
I'm on the same. I'm actually on the same preference, considering the fact that I think I spoke about it before earlier. That the defense was just terrible, and you were so lucky. I cannot go off on Upa right now because of other circumstances. However, I think they all did terrible, and it's going to be a long season if this continues. And if it does, it's going to get ugly. In my opinion, I think if we're going to continue down this route, it's going to get ugly this season.
I agree. Was the game a repeat of the Pokal game you won? No. We should have. No, I would say we should have today probably won 5 or 6 by 5 or 6 goals. That game we should have won by like 10. The game before, I mean. because Harry Kane missed a penalty, then he didn't get a penalty. So realistically, man should have had a fucking hat trick of penalties, like alone. And on top of that, the guy could have scored 2 to 3 goals. So, and then you talk about Diaz, then you talk about Olise. Sasha Boey could have scored a goal in that game as well.
Yeah, I need Sasha Boey gone after today. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, so do I. He needs to go.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Liverpool was trash today. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But you would have all had to hold smoke if he would have scored that goal.
Oh no, this show would have happened. I would have come to the show if he scored.
Man said he would have cancelled the show. That's peak. Wow.
I would have canceled the show, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to show my face if Hoop was
Bro
scored.
said Sasha McGregor, bro.
Bro, yeah, no. And I also think Company got all his tactics wrong, all his subs wrong. He just got it wrong these last 2 games. Obviously, you could argue for the DFB game that like the players should have done better in scoring those chances, but nah, I'm sorry. Like if you're seeing that your players are not scoring these chances, you as a manager, you need to change some tactics in game. But it's going to be very difficult considering that like his in-game management is not good.
Okay, fair. Yes, that's the plan, Professor. That's the plan, mate. Yeah, that's the plan. You know, and I'm hoping that most people are gonna probably come to me. They won't go to George because I don't think George does it anymore. So, you know, other than that, there is nobody else. So, but yeah, no, that bro, when he went up for that, I don't think it was malicious. I don't think he did it on purpose, but I definitely think he knocked that guy out. I think he knocked that guy out cold as well. You seen the way that the body was just like the body goes into shock when you've been knocked out. Like for all of the years I've watched UFC, obviously it wasn't a punch, it was a headbutt. But yeah, the way that body, like yeah, it's mad. But yes, other than that, I think the game doesn't really surprise me. It was a 3-2 win for Bayern. We had to grind out the game because it seems to be the case when we go against Augsburg, to be honest. So yeah, that's just generally how I see that, to be honest with you. And the reason Boey out is in the thing is because he needs to go, not because of what he did with going up for the header and all of that bullshit, not at all. More because of the whole bloody just all of it. Just he's just crap, to be honest. And I think you get rid of him. Who do you have as a substitute? Stanisic. You have fucking Stanisic as the substitute instead.
Yeah, but Stanisic cannot play left back. I'm sorry. I cannot have Stanley on left back after today.
Like that's personally how I see it. You know, Stanisic would have come on and been the right back. So he needs to go. I don't care where you go. If he goes to Saudi Arabia, goes back to Turkey, goes to fucking La La Land, I don't give a shit, bro.
Right.
I just need him out of this club. To be honest, go play with the fucking under-18s, bro. I don't give a shit. Like,
but this just goes back to our previous conversation that this team needs a revamp. And granted, we weren't expecting them to revamp the whole team this summer, but they should have done more than what they did this summer.
Yeah, no, I agree fully. That is that we didn't apologise on the pitch just after the game, no. Candyland. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care where he goes. He just needs to get out. Because then you would expose the left-hand side even more. And then it would be like, oh, shit. Okay, let's go and get a left back. You know, the fact that they let freaking, what's his name? Adam Asnu leave is a joke. They should have told him he's staying.
Yeah, he should have stayed. I don't understand. why he left.
Yeah.
If he wasn't good enough, I guess, but we don't have a thick enough squad, so it doesn't.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You know, you're not wrong with what you're saying, but if he's not good enough, company would still play him because that's what he's doing the exact same thing. Fucking Boey. You know what I mean? So he would have got game time, and then maybe he would have worked. Big up, Rajat. How are you? So, yeah, that's personally how I see it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not really too sure what to say, to be honest.
Oh, that's actually a decent point, Dom. I forgot about that.
What's this? Nobody liked his attitude since Mazraoui left. Well, yeah, but probably because he agrees, and I agree. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna say you don't want someone to talk about politics, well, don't side with somebody else then, because then you've already sided with the guy against him. You know, and it was already
you already made your stance by doing it.
Yeah, like fully, bro. Like even with like BS that I've gone through, you know, I'm not going to get into it. But one thing that Lewis always said is that, you know, he's friends with both of us and he hasn't picked a side. And has he picked a side? No. He still goes on the other channel, if you get what I mean. So that's the way Bayern should have handled it. You know what I mean? Like, if you and then we went and got rid of fucking Peretz anyway. So what was the point? Like, what?
Yeah, that, and I feel like that was the dumbest part about all of that. It's like you guys made this whole argument and sold Mazraoui for nothing. At least for me, it just felt like for nothing.
Yeah.
Considering that Peretz left.
Yeah, it's stupid. What's this? Did they already go? Yeah, no, they've already. Paul Vanner's already at thingy, bro. So, you know, make of that as you will. But it's dumb. It makes no sense, to be honest. So, yeah, our squad's so thin, bro. Skeleton crew, bro. Like, it's peak. So, but what do you expect when you got Max Herbal, bro? I've been saying this for the longest time. Like, that just is what it is, unfortunately. So, brought Urbig to be Neuer's number 2 and Peretz second fiddle at Hamburg now. Yeah. So, like, I'm sorry, with all due respect, the guy's gone to fucking Hamburg, a team that's just been fucking promoted, and he can't even be the fucking first player, bro. He's not even their main player. What else is he? Right, you're taking a fucking piss, bro. Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. So, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what to even say. To be honest, I think it's peak. I think it's dumb. Really, really fucking dumb. But hey, just another day in the life of a Bayern fan. Oh, it's so stupid. It really is. But nah, big up to everyone.
Facts.
I hope everyone's good.
Bro.
So, is there anything else you wanted to mention, Lewis?
That was about it for now. I wish this would have went longer, but I have like last minute family things I have to take care of.
Yeah, no worries.
But I did want to be more shameless today, which is upsetting.
Yeah, no, fully. But yeah, anyone that's in here, bless up. Don't leave. We're literally going to go to another show now. The content is literally flowing. I've got Lewis's fan cam and Danny's fan cam to come as well. So yeah, man, the content's flowing. I think this is like my 9th stream today, I think. So,
yeah, that's actually mad, bro.
Yeah, Again, man. There's no one like me, bro.
The last stream you did went well with the Jackson deal. It had like 71 viewers. It was actually crazy.
Yeah, it's
I didn't notice it till like Ansar wrote it in the chat. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I think we peaked at 72 people.
Right.
I think it would have got even more if we didn't have the game.
Oh yeah, that's good.
To go over to the game, didn't we? So, but yeah, man. So, yeah, big up to everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. Question: what would you like to see better from company? Substitutions.
Absolutely, yeah.
The thing is, I understand why he made those substitutions. So that's the fucking problem. I do. I know why he made those substitutions, because he doesn't want to run Lima into the ground, because he quite literally is our only good right back. So like, I understand what he's doing, but what he's doing is wrong.
I agree with Ansar in game management, but that's the reason. Like I said, even though I want him out, he's the least of our worries. Like he's like company's only doing what he's given, and this is the team that the board has given him. He could you could only do so much. Granted, like I said, I'm still company out. However, do I blame him for every single thing? No, the board needs to hold most of the blame. Because there's no way the board sat here and decided to look at this team on paper and say, yeah, this is good enough to compete for the DFB, to compete for the Bundesliga, and to compete for the UCL. Like that, there's no way.
No,
but
that would be bonkers if that was the case.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
But hey, it is what it
is. Company in fraud lose. I actually wanted him gone since the Barca match.
Yeah, no, you haven't changed your view. I know you haven't. It's me.
Yeah, I just know that there's bigger issues than company right now.
Yeah.
The board is the biggest one.
Yeah, 100%. Fully.
Oh no, Ansar, don't even say that as a joke.
But yeah, bless up to everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. So yeah, bless up to Lewis. Big up to the chat. And peace, my people. Bless up.